This lesson only has 2 examples, and we're going to jump straight into example 1 here. It says, use the data points in the table below to answer the following questions. So I think we have 6 different questions with this one example. But part A wants us to construct a scatter plot of the data in the table. So what is a scatter plot? A scatter plot is a graph of ordered pairs as points. Okay, so let's graph our scatter plot here. So I have a graph, but it's not labeled by unit. So what's going to kind of make sense? I can see here on my X, I need to go up to 16. So you could very well go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Nope, we can't do that. We don't have enough right here, so I couldn't make it to 16. So just pick an increment that makes sense. If we go with 5, we got 5, 10, 15, 20. Now all of my points are going to be right here in the section. So that's way too big. So does 2s make sense? Well, we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. That fits pretty well on this graph. So let's go by increments of 2. We've got 0, we've got 10, and we've got 20. So that will fit nicely. My Y, I need to go up to 27. So again, I can't go by ones here because that's not going to fit. That'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So not even halfway really. So what's going to make sense here? Again, 5 is going to be too big. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Then everything's going to be down here and below. So this one actually works if we go by 2s as well. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, and 30. So pick increments that make sense here. Okay, so now just plot all of these order pairs as points. So 2, 5. Let's make this accurate, please. So 2 would be this first mark, and then up 2, 4.5 right here for 5. We would have 2, 4, 5. We're in the middle, and then up 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and keep going. 8, 14, 9 and 16, 10 and 18, 12, 21, and 16, 27. So that is my scatter plot right there. Notice I am not drawing a line, I'm not connecting them. It is just the ordered pairs. When I ask for a scatter plot, if you connect those points or give me a line of best fit, I'm going to count off. Scatter plot are just the points. Now, here's the instructions for how to make a scatter plot in your calculator. To be honest with you, this is kind of not useful. Even in my math lab, it's going to ask you to make a scatter plot, but then you're going to get 4 multiple choice. Your multiple choice is which graph has the ordered pairs from the table of values, right? We don't really need the scatter plot in our calculator, but here's how we do it. Once I have my diagnostic on, and if you haven't done that, you need to go back to last video. I'm first going to hit stat, which stat is right here below delete, which is below zoom. So stat, we're going to hit enter because I'm already here on edit. And then we need to list our points here. Now we already did this in one of our lessons. Which lesson was it? Was it lesson 3 maybe? I believe so. I don't know. I'm looking back. It doesn't really matter. But I think it was lesson 3. No, lesson 2. We've already done this a little bit, okay? So if you did this in lesson 2, you should have some data in here. Going forward, we're always going to have data in here. So if needed, to clear the list by using up to highlight the list, press clear and then enter. So I'm going to use my arrow to arrow up to my L2. I'm going to hit clear and then I will hit enter down here and that makes it all go away. So now I'll arrow over here and highlight list 1, hit clear, hit enter, and now it is blank. So now we will list our data into L1 and L2. My L1 is my X, and my L2 is my Y. Oh, I'm just doing 2, enter, and it goes down to the next one. 5, enter, 8, enter. And then I'll list my Y as my L2. Okay, I maybe need to add this in here. I cannot emphasize this enough. Please, please, please check your entries. Do not get this problem wrong because you entered in a number wrong on accident and didn't take the 3 seconds it takes to check your L1 and L2 lists. So just go really quickly. 2, 5, 8, 9, 10, 12, 16, check. 5, 10, 14, 16, 18, 21, 27. These get a lot worse to check, but they still don't take long. So just please go through and check them. Once I've entered and once I have checked, now I'm going to go to my Y equals. It says I need to clear any equations, so I don't have any, so I'm good there. But if you have any, you need to hit clear, and we have to turn our plot 1 on. So I'm going to arrow up to plot 1 and hit enter. And now when I get off of it, it is boldened, so it's turned on. And we have a note, you need to turn plot 1 off when you're not doing regressions and or scatter plots. So if you try plotting and graphing something and you get an error, just check your plot 1. If it's turned on, turn it off and it should be fine. So then we're going to go to zoom and number 9. So either arrow down or just punch in 9. And there is my scatter plot, which looks exactly what we just did on paper. So you really don't need to do this in your calculator. Just do it by hand, right? Now we want to determine if the data in the scatter plot should be modeled by a linear function. Should this be modeled by a linear function? Yes. Why? Because the points form a line. Okay, so now that we have made our scatter plot and we have determined that a linear model would be the best way to model these points, now let's make our linear regression. So continue on to the next video and we will make our linear regression based off of this data in example 1.